Hey, what's up everyone? Let's get right into this. This is just the best route that I was able to find on how to get through the compound and then escape the island all undetected. Now this is approaching from the main gate using the guard costumes. You're also going to need to have the bolt cutters and the grappling hook before you go in there. So make sure you do your scope outs and do whatever you need to do, but this is starting from there. After that, I'm going to exit the compound by climbing over the southwest wall. Then we're going to get past the security fence by jumping onto the beach on the island's west side. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, if you go on the west side, you can avoid most of the problems. At least in the game. Sorry, Poc. Don't get mad. There are a couple challenges here and there, mainly the patrol boat and the headshots at the end are definitely the most difficult parts. But at that point, if you can get past the patrol boat, you're probably going to be okay, because even if you get seen at the very, very end with the headshots, you can pretty much just muscle your way out without losing any money. Now, this isn't a competitive video or anything. I'm not trying to prove that I did it in a certain time or with a certain take or whatever. In fact, if you pay attention, you'll notice that I've stitched two different videos together. That's just for your viewing. But if you stick around to the very end, you'll see a bunch of the times I failed. Now, most of the video you're about to see is on hard mode, with only the chopper disruption prep done. But the headshots that I clipped on at the very end was on regular mode. And on that playthrough, I had gotten rid of the armor. So that might make a big difference on the second playthrough on hard difficulty, and without doing the armor disruption prep mission, I was not able to land both headshots. I'm pretty sure that's just my aiming though, to be honest. But it might be a factor. So something to consider, I guess. Anyway, here it is. The big con entrance is what I would call this. I'm also not going to bother showing getting the guard uniforms and the truck, because quite honestly, it's super easy. You just have to do the scope out and just, once you get the guard truck, as long as you don't run into anyone or let them hang out behind you, you'll be fine. Yeah, actually, that is one thing, is make sure that the Jeeps don't drive behind you, because they're going to see you if you're in their cone for too long. Anyway, other than that, it's super easy. Alright, well, with that out of the way, let's get started. So, Pavel says to watch out for the personal bodyguards, but they're not at the front gate. You can just go in with no issues.
And don't let any of El Rubio's personal guards see you.
Nobody. Oh, come on!
Nothing suspicious about that. And you just want to stop right on this and honk once or twice.
Control. Un camión en la puerta principal. Atentos. Hold up. Let's take a look at you.
This is the same exact guy from the first playthrough. I have a giant black eye.
Clear. Go on.
Love it. No problem with that. Seems legit.
Perfect. Back on the inside. You know where the vault is, of course. Just remember, his personal bodyguards will not be fooled by your uniform.
Okay, once you get in, you just want to run to the right, and don't worry about any of these guys. They can't see you if you have the uniform. The only people you need to worry about is the one with the red cone.
Be careful in this area. Mr. Rubio's personal bodyguards, they know their soldiers, and they will know you are not one of them, no matter what uniform you are wearing.
And as you'll see, I just head to the right, go down those stairs, and then I go right straight through the middle. And right here, I'm waiting to see the red skull moving north or up on the map. And the only ones that can see you when you're in this position would be the red skull guy. So as long as he's walking away, which he is on the map, as you can see on the map, we're good. Now I'm just waiting for this other guy that just turned left, and he's patrolling away. So I've found the gap between these two guys. When you play this, you can pause and watch the pattern, but that is the pattern. And then you sneak around him, and you sneak behind this guy. And you want to go up these stairs, but once you get to the top of these stairs, after you turn the corner, when you get to the corner, you want to just wait a second, because a guy actually begins a patrol when you do this. I do not believe he moves before, and I've never seen him move afterwards. So he moves from where he was to here, and he just stands there. If you shoot this guy when there's anyone too close, they will hear it. So you wait a little bit, and boom. Now here I decide it's not worth the risk of getting caught by the guy with the red cone, even though I shouldn't. But I've sped it up here, so wait for that guy to pass. These keys will be random. They won't necessarily have these, I don't think. So don't count on that, but you also don't need it. If you don't find the keys, you'll just have to go back out the exact same way you came in, which is, you know, it's a little bit of a challenge, but it's not too hard, obviously. Coming in with the Special Forces door breach here. Okay, now here's a safe. I don't know if this is where the golden gun would normally be. Both times I went through here, it wasn't there, but it seems like it probably is because there's a pistol in there. Oh, here's something that was really, really shitty. I saved space in my bag, and yet I can't fit a stupid painting in there.
Disappointed!
Also, you can't take anything out. Yeah, just be conservative when you're packing your bags on the way in if you see something you actually want, like a painting. I think everything else you can be parted out, and you can just grab a little bit of it, obviously, but with the painting you need the whole section of bag. This is extremely easy. You just find the top, match up the very top, and then you just basically add one down after that for each consecutive thing. So I just do it like 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. I don't know if that makes sense, but you'll figure it out. I don't think I need to explain this too much. And there's no dudes in here, at least both playthroughs I was in hard mode, so I don't think there's ever going to be anyone in here, which is pretty ridiculous, I must say. If you've done the prep, which you had to, you will have the combo. He'll text it to you, so if you don't see it in the corner, just look at your text. Okay, if you've got the ring of keys, you can go out through the basement door like I'm going to here. Otherwise, you can just go right back up the elevator and back down the stairs the same exact way you came in, and just retrace your steps, and about halfway before you get to the exit, you'll reach the wall that you're going to jump over. If you do have the keys, you just go out this door, go down to the end of this brick area, and just make sure you're out of the range of the red cone before you jump over the banister. And then you're pretty much clear. There is that red skull guy, but I don't know, you'd have to try pretty hard to get seen by him, I think. When you get to this wall, there'll be a patrol. I actually waited until their backs were turned, but I just clipped that because I don't want to make you wait while you watch this, and I don't really think it matters, so I just cut it. And at 5x speed, you can see me running northwest. I almost get caught there by a car patrol, but just barely avoid it. You can go into the water at any point along this west coast, but obviously, to save time, I like to get as close to the fence as possible. And you just want to find some kind of space to take a header. Alright, now you'll find a spot here coming up where there'll be like 2 little rocks a little bit off to the side. Okay, those 2 rocks are your landmark. Once you get past those 2 rocks, you go just a little bit further and wait by this large rock. That's about as close as you're going to get without getting spotted. You're also going to know this area from the presence of the armed patrol boat. Okay, now you need to get past the patrol boat and just watch his pattern, because he's going to do a couple different patterns. The one that you want to wait for is the one where he comes towards you at the end here, and he does like an S pattern. He's going to turn sharp left. He's going to go down a little bit. He's going to do another 180 to the right. He's going to go toward the coast. As you can see, this is the pattern you want. It looks like he sees you. It's freaked me out so many times until I figured out it was just his weird pattern. So he's gonna come out and it's gonna look like he's going back out, but then he turns back in. And this is where I thought for sure he had seen me so many times. But no, it's just his weird pattern. And then he goes straight down and turns and goes deep out to the ocean and does like a big circle, so that's perfect. As I'm showing, when you're doing this, you want to try to get your feet on shore. You go significantly faster, and I'm not sure you would ever make it if you don't do this just on some parts of this run. See, he's out there, but I've almost made it. And once you get to this part, you can just run straight toward the end of the island, or to this peninsula at least, and don't stay here because he can still see you right here, and obviously I can't get over here, so that was actually way too close. I almost get spotted again by the boat, but I've made it. At this point, you really only have one hard thing to do.
That's what she said.
Which is to do the double headshot and clear the boat area. I'm headed over here just because, as you saw, I wasn't able to fill up my bag, so I'm just trying to get a little bit extra loot. And I figured this was worth showing just because there's probably going to be a lot of people who do not have a full bag by the time they leave the compound. And there are probably 1 or even 2 here. So 1.5 mil, that's a good take. And that's the same exact take I got the last time on regular mode. In fact, I didn't notice any difference whatsoever between hard mode and regular mode, other than there being artwork in the office that I couldn't pick up. This guy's being cocky. He's like saying, I'm glad you came back. I'm so glad.
Right.
It's like, yeah, dude, okay, sure. And I almost get caught again. Yeah, you really just need to watch that mini map at all times, and also wait. When the helicopter patrol comes around, he won't come to the end of the peninsula, so he can hide there. It takes a few minutes for him to circle all the way back around, so you should be good once he leaves to finish the level, once you're in this position. The civilians will see you, but of course the guards don't see you. Like the civilians on the other side of the pier saw that.
Nice.
Okay, so that's where I cut it. Obviously, that was a success. That was actually my first time attempting that, and you know, hey, pretty happy with the results there. And you don't have to kill all 3 of them like that. You can kill the first one, and then you can line up the second shots. But hey, you know, I didn't know that at the time, and I was very happy with the results here. Last thing is the boat. If you take 2 seconds and you're not dumb, then no problem. So yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah, I'm out.
I'll watch you fucking bleed!
to the checkpoint. No need to stress. If you move quickly, the uniform should work.
Okay, you pass.
I thought we were friends.